So arriving for our practice, cross-legged, in a seat, a tall, nourished seat. Feel free to sit another way if that's more comfortable for you, as long as your spine feels elongated. Once you've found your cozy seat, take your hands down to your knees or thighs and turn your palms to face up. Allow your hands to feel heavy as they rest on your knees or thighs. If it's comfortable for you, go ahead and close your eyes. Ground down through your seat. Notice all your body weight drawing down towards your seat, into the earth beneath you. Begin to elongate more through the spine. Soften across your shoulders. Lengthen the neck, sending the tip of the crown upwards towards the spacious, ever-shifting sky. Soften your jaw and relax your mouth as you close it now for nostril breathing. Become aware of your breath without changing it in any way. Allow your in-breath to come in on its own. And as you exhale, your awareness follows the length of the exhale until it tapers out completely. Inhaling here and exhaling your full, complete exhale. Inhale here, soften your belly as you let it expand. And exhale here, notice your navel shrink back to your spine. Continue to notice your breath as it moves inside you. And maybe use this time to dedicate your practice or create an affirmation or mantra you'd like to return to as you flow. Breathing in and breathing out. Now lower the chin down to your chest. Open your eyes if they were closed. And now place your hands face down on your knees for circles with our upper torso. So begin to make circles with your upper torso, starting in whichever direction you prefer. Large circles whilst you keep your seat grounding. Now reverse the direction of your circle. Keep both your shoulders relaxed. And then come back to center and take your fingers down in front of you on the mat. And begin to take a forward fold. So on your in-breath, see if you can creep your fingers further forwards away from you, whilst you keep your seat grounded. And on your out-breath, perhaps fold at your hip crease. Inhale here, find more length, maybe take your fingers further forwards, lengthening through the sides of the waist. And a long out breath, perhaps fold deeper. Breathing in, find length, ground your seat. Stay upright or fold deeper on your out breath. One more breath in as you find length through the sides of the waist. Feel free to fold deeper on your out breath here. And then come back upright, take your fingers back in towards you. And we're going to take a twist here. So now take your right hand over to your left knee and reach your left arm behind you to the outer right waist. Ground your seat and gaze over your left shoulder. Breathing in, find length. And as you breathe out, perhaps twist to the left a little more, opening through your left side. Return to center, then take your left hand over to your right knee and reach your right arm behind you to the outer left waist. On your in-breath, ground your seat and find length upright through your spine. On your out-breath, twisting to the right, opening the right shoulder to the right a little more, but keeping your right shoulder down away from your right ear. Now return to center and make your way to hands and knees, all fours position for cat-cow. Fingers spread, palms beneath shoulders, knees out beneath your hips, and you're on the tops of the feet. Exhale here to empty your lungs. And on your in-breath, drop your belly for cow, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Exhale to cat, tuck your tailbone, round the spine and gaze in. Inhale for cow, drop your belly, lift your chest, shoulders roll back. When you're ready to exhale, cat, tuck the tailbone, round through the upper back and take the chin in towards your chest. One more round at your pace. And then come back to neutral where you started. And tuck your right toes beneath you. Extend your right arm forwards, palm facing in, right thumb up, pinky finger down. Feel free to stay here or take your left leg back. Hip height, press out through left heel, spread all your left toes. Check your left palm is beneath your left shoulder. Take it further if you want by bending your left knee and reaching back with your right hand for your left foot. Lift and open your chest and lift your left hip a little higher so it's in line with your right. Another breath. And then returning to all fours position. Other side. Tuck your left toes. Extend your left arm in front, parallel. Relax your left shoulder. Extend your right leg back or keep your right knee on the floor. Push out through your right heel. Spread all your right toes. To take it further, bend your right knee and reach your left arm back behind you for the right foot. Lift and open your chest. Lift out of your left shoulder. And then come back to all fours, hands and knees. Transitioning now to downward facing dog, Ardha Chandrasana. So when you're ready, tuck all your 10 toes, fingers spread, index fingers forwards. Allow your head to hang here, bringing your chin in towards your throat a little more. Pull your belly in and up. Lift your knees off the floor and send your hips up nice and high. Let's pedal our feet, so bend one knee at a time. Your right knee will bend, your right heel will lift up off the floor. Remain there and really draw the left heel down towards the floor to release your left calf. We'll do this slow. Now left knee bends, left heel lifts up off floor as you take your right heel down to the floor. Keep your ribs lifting. And then switch. And switch. And then come back to center where you started. Lift both heels really high off the floor so you come up on the balls of the feet. Taking a higher plank here, so come forward, lean forward so the shoulders stack above your wrists. Round the upper back. Push your hips up nice and high towards the ceiling. On your exhale breath, back to dog. One more of those. Lift heels off floor, inhale, shift more forwards, higher plank, shoulders above hands. And exhale back to dog, perhaps your heels draw further down towards the floor. Now lift your heels really high up off the floor so you're on both balls of feet. Continue to lift your hips up really high. Look forwards towards the top edge of your mat, and we're going to take small steps with our feet up towards the top edge mat for ragdoll. So walk slow, small steps, tippy toe steps. And once you get in between the hands, drop your heels and take a halfway lift, hands to shins or fingers to floor. Either way, chest open. On an exhale breath, refold and take ragdoll. Take hold of your elbows as you fold your arms. Soften your knees if your hamstrings feel tight. Ground your feet and spread all your 10 toes. Really pull your belly in and up. Perhaps now begin to straighten your legs and send your hips up a little higher. And lean more weight to the front foot towards your toes, so your hips can begin to stack above your heels. Feel free to nod your head yes, no. You may have some tension there around your neck, shoulders, and this will help to release it. Continue breathing. Then release your arms to the floor. Bend both your knees more deeply, ground your feet, and slowly uncurl up to stand. Stacking each vertebra, Head, shoulders arrive up last as you come up to stand upright. Take your time. Now once you're up, take your feet apart about hip width distance and take your arms forwards parallel and take hold of the right four fingers and draw them in towards your right shoulder. And then point the fingers down to the floor and draw the right fingers in towards your right armpit. And now switch, take hold of the left four fingers, draw them in towards you, and then point those left fingers down to the floor and then more in towards your armpit, warming up your wrists. And then interweave the fingers together, turn the hands inside out, take the chin down to the chest and round your upper back. Then come more upright, take those interweaved hands to the back of your head, draw the elbows in and lower the chin deeply down into your chest. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Then come more upright, lower the arms down beside you and sidestep your feet together for mountain. Feel free to bring your heels apart if that's nicer for you, or heels toes touching. Feel free to close eyes here and spread all your toes as you really ground your feet to the earth beneath you. Full imprint of feet, grounding to earth. Begin to strengthen the legs, the front of your thighs especially. Tuck the tailbone down towards your heels. Pull your low belly in and up towards your ribs. Tuck your shoulder blades in. Soften the shoulders down away from your ears. Tuck your chin down in a little towards your throat, to your neck long, sending the tip of your head upwards towards the ceiling or your sky, wherever you're practicing. Return to the breath, pranayama. We'll take Ujjayi here. Breathing in. And on your out breath, create a slight closure at the base of your throat to create that internal hissy sound, warming breath here. One more conscious Ujjayi. Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. On your next deep inhalation, take your gaze up towards the sky, take both arms up, press palms overhead. On a long exhalation, fold over your legs, bent knees if you prefer. On your in-breath, halfway lift, fingers or hands to shins or fingers to floor. On an exhale, refold and step or jump your feet back for Chaturanga. Lower on your exhale, knees, chest, chin, or parallel if you want to start there. On your in-breath, Cobra, press down through the tops of the feet, relax those shoulders, or Up Dog. On your exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, transition to Down Dog. 3 breaths here. Continue to lift those ribs. Keep your thighs parallel. Now let's make our way forwards. Bend your knees, lift the heels. Take your seat back a little, look forwards. Take a step, a hop or a float towards the top of the mat. Once you're there, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to refold. Rise on an in-breath, ground your feet, arms come up by ears. Prayer, exhale, hands pressed together, center chest. On your next inhale, reach up, arms up by ears, palms press overhead. Long exhalation, fold. Inhale to halfway lift, relax both your shoulders. On an exhale, fold, Chaturanga, step or jump your feet back. Lower to the floor on an exhale, hug the elbows in. Breathing in, Cobra or Up Dog. Breathing out, Down Dog, lift those hips. Don't worry if your legs aren't straight, they'll straighten over time, as long as your spine feels long. Feel as though you're trying to draw your legs away from your body. Keep slight bend in your elbows to soften around your shoulders. One more full breath. Now bend your knees, gaze forwards. Take your steps, one big step, hop or float, whatever you have forwards towards the top edge mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Refold to breathe out. Breathe in, reach up, arms come up by ears, coming upright. Breathe out, prayer hands. Hands press, center chest. Now lower the arms down beside you as you stand upright. And find Uttanasana chair on your in-breath. Sweep the arms back and then through. Remain a breath here in Uttanasana, spreading all your 10 fingers, hugging your belly in and relaxing your shoulders. Perhaps take your seat a little further back. On your next exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Chaturanga, step or jump back, exhale, or feel free to go straight to dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, hips lift. Now in your dog, bring your feet to touch. They come together. Lift your right leg for three-legged dog, right leg high. Now lift your left heel off the mat and hug the right knee up into your chest. Bring your nose down to your right knee, round the upper back. On your inhale breath, right leg high up to sky. On your exhale, bring the right knee in across to your left tricep. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee up near your right tricep. Lift really high on the left ball of foot. Inhale, right leg high. On your exhale, Vinyasa low lunge. So step your right foot near your right thumb down on the floor and take your left knee down. Take both arms up by ears and hook your thumbs. Bend your arms a little. Relax your shoulders and cinch your waist in. Now lower the fingers to the floor. Step back, plank, chaturanga. Lower, exhale or go straight to dog. If you're coming, inhale, cobra or up dog. On your exhalation breath, find downward facing dog, Ardha Chandrasana. Whenever you're there, bring your feet together. This time, lift your left leg high. Lift the right heel off the mat so you're on the right ball of foot. Hug the left knee really up into your chest. Lift the left thigh up into your chest. Nose down to left knee. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee bends. It comes across towards your right tricep. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee up near left tricep. Inhale, left leg high. On an exhale, low lunge, Vinyasa. Left foot lands near left thumb. Right knee down to floor and both arms up by ears as you breathe in. Stay here as you breathe out, hooking the thumb, the other one in front this time. Soften the arms, bend the elbows a little. Pull the low belly in and ground your left foot to the floor. Now lower the hands either side of your front foot to find plank. Step back. Lower, exhale, chaturanga or go straight to dog. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Draw the shoulders down from your ears. And exhale, dog as you exhale. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg high. Crooked dog. Right knee bends. Right kneecap points to sky. Right heel falls to left glute. See if you can keep your left leg straight and ground your left heel to the floor a little more. Now lift the left heel off the floor and take a high lunge, crescent. Right foot lands near right thumb. Arms come up by ears. Deep bend in front knee stacked above front ankle. Now eagle arms or prayer. Take your arms out by your sides. Left arm under right. Elbows lift up a little. Hands move away from face. And now integrate the legs. So feel free to take the left thigh over your right thigh. You can double wrap or single wrap. If you're single wrapping, left big toe to floor. Squeeze your inner thighs wherever you're going. Feel free to dome in here a little with your upper back. So folding forwards. Continue to move the elbows away from you and the hands down away from your face. Your gaze is soft. Now come more upright if you've come in and take warrior 3 leg. So unravel your left leg and extend it back. Warrior 3 leg, push out through left heel. And then from here, unravel the arms and find warrior 2. Land your left foot back gently. Open your arms to a T and spread all the fingers. Your hips and chest face the left long line of your mat. On your in-breath, find reverse. Reach your front arm more forwards. And as you exhale, take the left hand down your back leg and extend the right arm up and over your right ear. Front knee bending. Transitioning now, windmill hands forwards and find a lunge position. Now plank, step your front foot back. Chaturanga, lower exhale. Cobra or up dog as you inhale. On up dog, your thighs are lifted. As you exhale, transition down dog. Feet together. Left leg high. Right heel lifts. Crooked dog, left knee bends, left kneecap points to sky. Open your left hip to the left a little more, opening up to left. Now begin to take the right heel to the floor a little more as your right leg begins to straighten. And don't forget to keep those shoulders level, one line. Even weight in both hands. Now right heel lifts off floor and take a high lunge, left foot through knee, left thumb. Front knee bending. Arms come up by ears. Now, eagle arms. Tee your arms out. Right arm under left. Elbows lift, hands move away from face. And as you pick your right foot up off the floor, begin to cross the right thigh over your left. Maybe you're dropping your right toe to the floor or you're double wrapping. Squeeze your inner thighs and imagine you're sitting in a baby stool right behind you. Spread the skin apart across your upper back and find strength in your legs. Your breath is flowing. Now keep your eagle arms and take a warrior 3 leg with your right leg. So unravel, extend your right leg back no higher than hip height and push out through your right heel. Check your hips are in a line. So you may need to lower the right thigh or your right hip to the floor a little more. And when you're ready, find warrior 2, Vinyasa 2. Right foot lands, end of mat. Open up to the right long line of your mat with your hips and chest. Your front heel is aligned with your back inner arch. And your fingers are spread, palms face down, and your breath is flowing. Reverse warrior. On your in-breath, reach your front arm forwards. And on your out-breath, take your right hand down your back leg as you reach the left arm up overhead towards the sky and then back. Deep bend in your front knee. Ground your back foot. Now wimble your hands forwards to a lunge. Lift up through the chest in your lunge. And step your front foot back for Chaturanga, a Vinyasa Flow. Skip if you wish and go straight to dog. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to come through and lift and open your chest. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Feet together. Right leg high. Right knee bends for crooked dog. Right hip opens to right. Ground your left heel and keep your left leg straight. Now lift the left heel. Warrior 3, step the right foot through near the right thumb. Take your hands to your waist, prayer, extend them forwards as you lift your left leg back behind you, hip height, Vinyasa 3. Now we're going to take a Shiva Squat. So bring your hands to prayer from wherever they are. Take a deep bend in your right knee. And deeply bend your left knee too, and take it to the outside of your right calf. Back to Warrior 3 leg. Exhale to that Shiva Squat, right knee bends, left kneecap, outside right calf. Inhale, Warrior 3 leg. And as you exhale, land in a high lunge, arms come up by ears. Relax both shoulders. And find Warrior 2 for Vinyasa 2. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, and then drop your back heel flat as you open through the chest and tee out your arms. Reverse Warrior. Inhale, reach your front arm. As you exhale, take your left hand down your back leg and take your right arm up by ear. Gaze up at your right thumb. Now Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. As you begin to bend your front knee, slide your back foot up. Now begin to ground your right foot to the floor and hover the left palm down to the floor or on a block if you prefer. Take your left hand to your left waist as you begin to open your left hip open to the left. Your left foot will lift and your left foot will flex. Feel free to take the left arm up to the ceiling, checking that you're not tilting that left arm too far back. The left wrist is directly above your left shoulder, which is directly above your right shoulder. From here, find Reverse Warrior. Left foot lands gently back. Left hand down back leg and take your right arm up. Deeply bend your right knee. Now wimble your hands forwards. Come to a lunge. Lift an open chest. Step back for a Chaturanga, a flow, Vinyasa, or skip. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to come through and lift your heart. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Feet together. Left leg high. Left knee bends, crooked dog. Notice that left hip opening. Right heel lifts high. Find Warrior 3, left foot lands, knee left thumb. Ground your left foot. Hands to prayer or somewhere else. Lift your right leg up, hip height, press out through the right heel. Breathe. Send your heart more forwards. Now Shiva Squat. Deep bend in left knee. Take your hands to prayer if they're not already. As you deeply bend your right knee, take it to the outside of your left calf. Squeeze your inner thighs as you come back to Warrior 3 leg. Exhale, Shiva Squat, right knee across, outside left calf. Inhale, Warrior 3 leg, right leg shoots back, hip height. And as you exhale, land gently in a high lunge. Left knee bends, both arms come up by ears, palms face in. Warrior 2 when you're ready, pivot on your back foot. Adjust your feet if you need. Spread all your 10 fingers. And remember to be really strong in your back arm. Reverse Warrior, inhale, reach your left arm. As you exhale, take your right arm back and take your left arm up by ear. Gaze up at your left thumb as you send your left shin more forwards. Then Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Your left knee will bend, and then as you ground your left foot, straighten your left leg. Hover your left palm down to the floor or a block. Open up the right hip as it begins to stack above your left. Tuck your shoulder blades in. Tuck your left tailbone beneath you. Right hand can rest on waist, or you can extend the right arm up to the sky, directly above rather than tilt your right arm back. Find balance, feel free to vary. Maybe half prayer with your bottom hand. Then Reverse Warrior. Right foot steps back, gently. Right hand down back leg and left arm up by ear as you bend your left front knee. And now wimble your hands forwards, outside your either side of front foot. Come up onto the fingers. And this time step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Come to the top edge mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Refold, exhale. Now squat, take your feet apart at least to the width of the mat and turn your toes outwards and your heels draw inwards. Feel free to sit on a block and stay in squat if you prefer. If you're staying in squat, bring your palms together at prayer. Allow your elbows to press your knees further away to elongate your spine. Allow your hips to sink towards the floor or your block. Or feel free to come with me here in Bakasana, crow. So place your hands firmly to the floor, spread your fingers and grip the mat with your fingerprints. Claw the mat. Begin to lift the heels off the floor. Hug your elbows in towards each other like chaturanga arms and feel free to play here by shifting your weight of your hips forwards and back a little. Or take your knees high up towards your armpits. Lift your tush really high towards the sky. And when you're ready, place those knees. Maybe lift one foot at a time, or both. Take your big toes to touch. Look more forwards towards your heart spotlight rather than dip your chin in. Round your upper back and really pull your belly in. Really hug the legs up into your torso. And come back to a squat when you feel ready, or do a jump back, plank. And we'll now meet in downward facing dog. So if you're in your squat, find downward facing dog. We're going to take a step through to Navasana boat. So I'll step through, jump through if you have one. So step your right foot up towards the middle of your mat and step the left foot up behind your right. Lift both heels and walk your fingertips down by your sides. And maybe then a little further back, keep your heels lifted and start to bring your seat down. And as you do, perhaps lift your legs through your arms before your seat comes down, pressing down with your fingers to the floor to lift your tush a little higher and lift your legs through before you sit. Boat. You're probably already there. So lift the heels, lift the feet, bend your knees and take your arms parallel, palms facing in. Chest nice and proud and tuck those shoulder blades in. Maybe straighten the legs as you inhale for half boat. And exhale, bend the knees again and hug the thighs into your chest. And now Bakasana. Place the sides of the feet to the floor together. Knees fall open and bring your thumbs to the inner arches of your feet. Maybe take the fingers down beside you before we get fully into the posture. And send your hips further forwards, closer to your heels. And then quickly take your thumbs back inside the inner arches of feet before your hips slide back. Inhale, find length here. And as you exhale, feel free to stay more upright. If you're feeling flexible, you can take a fold at your hip crease. See if you can keep your chest open and avoid rounding through your upper back. You want to aim to send your belly button towards your heels and the center of your chest towards the toes. That's the direction you want to aim for. Breathing in, find length. And breathing out, find depth. And now slowly come back upright out of your Bakasana. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Bring your chin down to your chest and round your upper back. Release, come upright and spin around on your mat so you're facing the back of your mat now. And shimmy down your mat so when you do lie back, the top of your head will be at the top edge of your mat so you're all in on your mat. Take your legs down in front, extend them down on the floor and take your arms out by your sides parallel. We're going to slowly lower to the mat. Relax your shoulders. Let's go down for 5, 4, breathe, 3, 2, and on 1 drop. Hug both knees into your chest. Place your hands below your knees on your shins and use your hands to pull your knees out really wide, away from one another, so they're almost as wide as your hips, if not wider. Keep your low back on the floor and press down into the floor with your low back. This feels good. And if you want, rock from left to right across your low back. Then come back center, knees come back together. Lower the left leg down to the floor. Hug the right knee into your chest. Take your right arm down to the floor to your right. Cactus your right arm or take it out to a T. And take your right knee over to your left for a spinal twist. Gaze towards your right shoulder. Tuck your chin in. Come as much as you can on the side of the left leg. So your left hip is directly below your right. Adjust as you need. One more breath here. Then come back onto your spines on the floor. Shimmy back to center if you've come across to more on one side. And take your right leg down and hug your left knee in. Take your left arm down to the floor to your left. And draw the left knee over to your right. Gaze over your left shoulder and tuck your chin in. Come more onto the side of the right leg. Relax your left shoulder blade to the floor. Tuck it in a little if you need. One more full breath here in your spinal twist. And then come back onto your spines. And hug both knees into chest. Transitioning now to happy baby. So as knees stay bent, they draw more in towards your armpits as your feet begin to lift up towards the ceiling. Reach your hands out for the outsides of your feet. If they're too far, take hold of your shins, your calves, or anywhere on your thighs. And draw the knees in towards your armpits and add a little wider. Keep your low back on the floor as much as is available to you, whilst your feet stay high, stacked above your knees. Elbows are on the insides of your knees as you hold the outsides of your feet, or maybe you're holding somewhere else on your legs. Ground the back of your head to the floor and broaden your shoulders down to the floor. Feel free to rock your happy baby here if you wish, or remain in stillness. Connect to your breath and notice that movement in your low belly as you breathe. Now let's take our legs up to the sky. Press your legs together. Take your hands to the back of your thighs and spread all of your toes. Really light inversion here. Push your low back to the floor. Relax both your shoulders. And now hug your knees up into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. You may take hold of wrist here. And lift your head up off the floor to take your chin in towards your knees. Get up a little higher if you want. Rounding up into a little ball for 3, 2. Then on 1, lower the head down to the floor. This here is Savasana, the penultimate pose, where we're going to be still for some time and relax. So get comfy. Traditionally, we extend our legs down on the floor, right leg towards right corner and left leg towards left corner of mat. If this is not comfy for your low back, you can bend both knees, allow them to lean in towards one another, and feet flat to floor to the edges of your mat. So you've got 2 options there. Choose any one that suits you best. Either way, your arms are down on the floor, close to you but not really close and not really far, so your shoulders are comfortable. Notice how your palms face up and your fingers relax as they curl in towards your palms naturally. Close your eyes if this suits. Begin to relax your legs, your calves. Allow your hips to soften and sink towards the floor. Soften the skin over your belly and notice how broad your chest feels as your shoulder blades are beneath your chest. Relax both your shoulders down and back towards the floor. Relax both your arms and allow your hands to feel even heavier than they already do. Notice your teeth. If they feel like they're really close to one another, take them apart. This will relax the powerful muscles of your jaw. Swallow here to relax your throat. And allow your tongue to rest behind your bottom teeth. Soften the skin on your face, and especially the skin around your eyes, and allow your eyeballs to sink back deep into their sockets. Bring your awareness to the bridge of your nose, and begin to widen the space between your brows. Relax the skin on your forehead. And now that your body feels relaxed, so too your sensory organs. Bring your awareness to the natural flow of your breath, your naturally arising inhalation, and your very relaxing exhalation. So the exhalation is your relaxation breath. And each time you exhale, see if you can feel heavier, like you're beginning to sink into a deep, comfy bed each time you exhale. Pick up all of the space around you. Begin to feel more spacious as you sink deeper into your comfy imaginary bed. Notice how your belly fills up on your in-breath and how it falls on your out-breath. Your thoughts may arrive. See if you can treat them like background noise. And always make your way back to the flow of your breath. It will help keep you here, in this space, from moment to moment, on your comfy, imaginary bed. Lying here in the flow of life, you, your body, your breath, and no other interference. Lie here for as long as you wish or can. Namaste, yogis. Enjoy your Savasana.